There you go. It's a motivational chat from Chris Hemsworth. He talks about the fact he'd gone out, he had a good time, he partied, maybe he drank, maybe he ate too much. So, Hey-ho here. Thank you for joining me as always. And our favourite person in the celebrity fitness world returns. It is Chris Hemsworth. Now, that was gibberish. Chris Hemsworth. Now, it all kicked off when he got super duper jacked for Thor 2. He now has another movie out called Extinction 2, and he's getting in shape for that again. Because let's not forget, movie stars, as they should be, are very, very smart. They try and turn in their athletic bodies to promotion, etc., etc. The Rock does it obviously Chris Hemsworth. There's a bunch of them. I can't even remember now. You've seen it. It's mostly when people get in superhero shape. And the thing that I found fascinating is that he did a Instagram post, and I'm going to show the Instagram post right now. Boom, there he is, looking super duper jacked and looking like he's ready to kick somebody's ass. Now here's the thing, the article that I read this on was on Men's Health, and they said, oh my gosh, Chris Hemsworth looks more jacked than ever. And I say poppycock. When we look at this picture here, don't know why I keep doing the clicking thing, but I will. When we go back to the Thor 4 stuff, I said Thor 2, Thor 4, Love and Thunder. He is quite clearly much bigger there than he is here. Now, I don't want to get too carried away with this. Chris Hemsworth is in phenomenal shape, and 99.9% of all people would want to look like Chris Hemsworth. But there's a couple of things. One, do not forget this was taken in the right lighting. This would have been taken at the right time with his pump. Maybe he's not eating that day. Maybe he's taking a bunch of pre-workout supplements. He will have made himself look as big and as jacked as possible so that you can react to it, especially because in the, description below, it says 6 weeks out from shooting on Extraction 2, feeling good already. Shout out to my team at CenterFit for giving me all the tools I need for a bulletproof rig. So again, he wants you to click the CenterFit thing, and he wants you to buy into his program, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You should go and read reviews, etc., and do all of that before you decide whether you want to throw yourself into it. Because again, even if you are doing Chris Hemsworth's own program, you're not going to look like Chris Hemsworth because blah, 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 you are not Chris Hemsworth. But when I was going through his Instagram, because once you're on there, you fall down the rabbit hole, I found this video that I'm about to show you, which actually I thought was some of the best stuff I'd seen from Mr. Hemsworth. Not that his other stuff had been bad, but I just think it's something that may be able to speak to people and kind of drag their ass back into the fitness palace of love.
Woo, woke up this morning, motivation levels at an all-time low, felt very flat, a little dusty, a couple of celebratory drinks, too many this weekend, but thought, you know what, you did this to yourself, you're going to undo it, mate. I'm going to sweat out the demons. So we got on the treadmill, did 15 minutes warm up there, then did a big CrossFit circuit. Full of ball slams, lunges, sit-throughs, bit of sprint work, bear crawls, chin-ups, push-ups, and now I feel 100% back to normal. So that's the key. If you're feeling flat, just get moving. Movement creates motivation. Happy Sunday, or happy Saturday, or happy whatever day it is around the world. Sunday in Australia, so that's all I can say.
There you go. It's a motivational chat from Chris Hemsworth. He talks about the fact he'd gone out, he had a good time, he partied, maybe he drank, maybe he ate too much. And when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted to do was train. However, what did he say? Movement creates motivation or something like that. One of his Instagram posts when you have a son. Whatever. But if it works for you, it works for you. And it's totally true. And I think it's really cool that someone like Chris Hemsworth is saying that stuff because he's got a massive platform. He's got a massive influence. And if you see that and you're a big fan of him, especially when you couple it with the picture that he put up there a couple of days later, you may be like, oh man, I want to look like Chris Hemsworth. Sometimes I feel crap. And if he feels crap, so on and so forth. And again, yes, he's tugging it into his wares, but we're all tugging things into our wares. Then I said tugging, I meant plugging. Then I just tried to cover it and I've made a terrible mistake. But it also goes to show what websites will do too. Now, again, I'm perfectly fine with this kind of practice, but they are there to lure you in. I really like Men's Health. I think it's a great website. But it says, Chris Hemsworth looks more jacked than ever as he prepares for Extraction 2. The actor showed off his bulletproof, word that he used, physique in a new gym photo on Instagram. Chris Hemsworth has been packing on more muscle than ever over the last year in preparation for the Hulk Hogan biopic and fourth Thor movie, to the point that it actually became some kind of issue for his stunt double. We've done a video on that, do not worry about it. And now the Australian actor has just shared a look at his incredibly jacked biceps and triceps as he prepares to film a sequel to the action movement Extraction. In an Instagram photo taken 6 weeks out from the beginning of shooting, blah, 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 we've heard all this before. And later on, it just sums up, at this point, Hemsworth is a pro when it comes to pushing through fatigue. In a recent Instagram video, he shared his personal mantra for getting motivated and forcing himself to grind through workouts, even when he doesn't want to, and this tied into something he had to do on Extraction production when they were doing these really intense takes. And even there, they were like, oh, I don't want to do another one. The director said, yes, you will. And he found a way to plow through. But I think this is good. I think this is the kind of advice that people should be putting out there. And most articles will focus on someone's diet or focus on someone's training or some magic supplement they're taking. They never actually focus on the mentality behind working out and getting in shape, which is incredibly hard, incredibly difficult, because you're never going to wake up feeling 100% every single day. You are going to have down days, and on those days, trying to find the wherewithal to actually go and exert yourself even further, I should say, is going to be really hard. And you never really hear, I guess you kind of do, like Hugh Jackman when he got trained for Wolverine said how hard it was. But then he ties that hardness into the chicken, rice, broccoli, training 2 times a day, and doesn't actually mention everything else that's going on. You know what I'm talking about. But I much prefer someone to say, I didn't want to work out. And I had to find a way to force myself to work out, especially because when I did start working out, that's when I found the momentum I needed. And that's the number one piece of advice I will give to you. Apart from calories in, calories out, and you got to, train hard. If you do not want to train, and you do not want to go to the gym, you don't want to go to boxing, you don't want to go for a run, and you usually do 120 minutes, I know you've all heard this before, but I'm going to keep ramming it down your throats until it's like part of your liver. Go and do half. So you usually do 120 minutes, today you do 60 minutes, right? You usually do 60 minutes, today you do 30 minutes. When you get to that 30-minute thing, because you've started, because you've taken your pump-up juice, and because you've done whatever the hell you usually do, and you would have found your flow, you may not go the hour or whatever, but you absolutely will hit 40, 45, maybe even 50 minutes, and essentially you'll get your workout in, because that's what the brain just does, and the body. Routine is a fabulous thing. Like when you are thrown out of your routine, you'll find yourself snacking, and you'll find yourself, eating off plan, and you'll struggle to get to the gym because you don't know how you're going to work it into your day. And this is why most people, when they go away or they have a work trip, they will get up an hour earlier, and that's the hour they've just made for themselves to make sure their food's all ready, to make sure they're able to go to the gym or do a run or whatever it may be. Not always possible, but it's a really great way to go about it. When that routine comes back, all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, this is really easy because your brain remembers. It's like you have muscle memory. Once you get injured, you have to get back to the gym. It's kind of like brain memory, right? But brain memory specifically for the gym. So the point being is this: if Chris Hemsworth, who is a multi-millionaire, a Hollywood actor, living the damn dream, good-looking chap, and looks like that, even he doesn't want to train sometimes, it stands to reason that it's going to happen to everybody else. So maybe you just do need to take a day off. Don't forget, listen to your body. I saw Jade Cargill, the wrestler, if you haven't seen her, she's super jacked as well. She said was going to do weights today, tried, my body wasn't feeling it, doing cardio instead. Listen to your body. I thought, man, that's such good advice. I love putting it out there. But also, don't go too far in that direction either, though, because you know when you really do need to go, and just go. You can train at 50%. You can do 50% of what you are doing. That's better than not doing it, right? It's like sometimes people get in, they have a cheat meal, they go, I'll eat 9 pizzas, and they have 6 pizzas. It was better you didn't have those extra 3 pizzas and you just stuck it to 6. Sometimes just doing the comparison test is fine. You can't do it every day because, again, you've got to have sustainability, and you've got to make sure you keep doing this stuff for a long time, and you just need discipline. You just do, otherwise everybody would do it. But sometimes you can cheat the system. If he's doing it, Mr. Hemsworth, so can you. There's also no way he'll be bigger in this movie than he is in Thor 4. We'll know soon. Thor will be out, that will be out, and you damn right I do a comparison video. And I can only assume he'll be even bigger in the Hulk Hogan movie. Otherwise, the internet's going to melt down. Now, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Get the bell ding ding so you know when other videos are going live. There is another video on the screen, probably related to Chris Hemsworth. Please do give it a click and watch my thoughts on that. I am affiliated with Grilla Mind, Grilla Mode, More Plates, More Date Supplement Company. All the information in the description. Use code Simon, 10% off. Same with Greg Doucette's Power 13 Cookbook. Code Simon 15 for 15% off. You see how this is working. Instagram and Twitter, Simon316. If you want to send me anything to react to here on the channel, I'll absolutely do that. Simon.bigcartel.com for merchandise, patreon.com/Simon316 for Patreon stuff, I suppose. Check it out, see if it's for you. I'm on Cameo as well, and a bunch of other stuff. It will all be down there in that little box. Have a little look, and I will talk to you soon.